What's going on, guys? I'm back here with another video again of another music review, and this one's a new one. And why I'm choosing to do this one rather than Dude Ranch, like I said I was going to do before, is mainly because I did an album's rank from worst to best, but that was before this album came out. So I'm going to review this album right now. And I must say right off the bat, this album definitely was better than their last two. Their last two albums I don't think were all that great. I mean, there was some songs off of my, we'll go back and listen to and enjoy. But the albums as a whole just, weren't the greatest albums that they've made by any means. They have material that's so much better than that. This is, I guess, sort of like a comeback for them. And not just because Tom is back in the band, but, well, sort of, I guess. But, they kind of have a good thing going with this record, that's something I think pretty unique. It's not exactly like how Neighborhoods was back when Tom was in the band, and it kind of sounded, a lot like Angels and Airways. Not that record's really a bad record either, because I actually have grown to enjoy that one a lot more over the years. And this one isn't like my very top pick either by them, but it's still something I enjoy greatly, They have a great ballad on here. The song One More Time, of course, the name of the album as well. The song One More Time is one of my favorites on the album for sure. My three favorites on this album have to be Anthem, Part 3, Dance With Me, and One More Time. Those three songs make this album amazing. I mean, there's not really much bad material on this record, honestly, at all. Even the closing song isn't that bad, even though I think that's one of the worst songs in the album. Fell in Love also is kind of like a weaker song from this record, though I don't necessarily hate it. The closer and, Fall. So there's things I like about Childhood probably more than Fell in Love, though, considering, like, Childhood has some great lyrical content to it, kind of tells a bit more of a story. Like, an interesting story anyway than the song Fell in Love. And, Edging is actually a pretty decent single. It's not like the best single they've made, but it's still a pretty good song, I'd say. And one I go back and listen to sometimes because it's a pretty catchy song, in all honesty. And not really bad one at all. And ones like More Than You Know and When We Were Young are also really great songs that make this record a really enjoyable experience, almost like all the way through, basically. It's not a perfect record, but it's still a pretty good record to listen to, you know what I mean? So I give this one like a 4 out of 5, considering the fact that they were able to craft something that was kind of like their old material, but in a more like slightly more mature sense, but still managed to do it at kind of an older age than what they were doing like during Enema of the State or any of that stuff. I'd say this is probably the best record they put out since their self-titled record in 2004. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this album, and I will check you guys later.